Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello. I do mostly bookish videos on a somewhat weekly basis, and lately I've been pretty consistent about the whole weekly basis thing, so go me! Today I am here to do what is hopefully a short video. I'm going to aim to make this short. I'm going to be talking about some 2020 fall releases that I'm really excited for. So the books included on this list are releases in September through I think mid-November. The first book I'm excited for is Unbirthday by Liz Braswell, and this is part of the Twisted Tales series. I've seen a few of the books at Target, but I've never read any of them. I've just never been interested. If you aren't familiar with the Twisted Tales series, it basically takes Disney fairy tales and kind of lets you imagine what would have happened if the villain would have won, I believe is the basis of these books. So Unbirthday is the Alice in Wonderland Disney fairy tale, and if you are not familiar, I love Alice in Wonderland so much. I love retellings, reimaginings, I love it all Alice in Wonderland. So I'm so hyped for this book, and this is one that I'm definitely planning on purchasing. And also, just, you know, if you wanted a glimpse into the future, they're also releasing a Hercules Twisted Tale in 2021. Also already on my wish list, because Alice in Wonderland and Hercules, I love it. I'm here for it. And I don't think I mentioned, Unbirthday is set to be released September 1st. The next book I'm super excited for is Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas. This is also a September 1st release. I have heard nothing but great things on Twitter about this book. Cemetery Boys is about Yadriel, who wants his family to accept his gender. Because of this, I guess, rejection by his family, Yadriel decides that he is going to prove himself a real brujo, which is a male witch in Spanish. He sets out to do a ritual to summon the ghost of his dead cousin and set the ghost free, but something goes wrong and he actually summons the ghost of the local bad boy, and things just get more interesting from there. It just sounds super interesting, and I just feel like I don't read enough Latinx stories. So September 15th kicks off Hispanic Heritage Month, so I'm hoping to have this book by then so that I can read it during Hispanic Heritage Month. Queen of Vaults by Amanda Foody, also to be published on September 1st. September 1st is just full of goodies, you know, kicking off the best month of the year with some great releases. My birthday is September 30th. Queen of Vaults is the third book, and I believe the final book in the Shadow series. I read the first two books at the beginning of this year, and I read them back to back. I fell so in love with the world, the characters, the setting. I mean, everything was just so freaking good, and book 2 left me with my heart in shreds, so I don't even know what's coming for book 3, but I'm scared, but I want to read it. I love to make myself suffer, apparently. Also on this list, Grown by Tiffany Jackson. This is a September 15th release, and the synopsis sounds just very intriguing. I read a review that said it was either loosely based or inspired by the R. Kelly case and everything that's going on with that. So I'm just very intrigued by the synopsis. I read another book by this author, Monday's Not Coming, which really touched me and got me thinking. So I'm just expecting another great book, another great thought-provoking book. I have high hopes for this book. Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. This is an October 27th release, so this I have to wait a little bit longer before I can get my hands on it. I know there were some arcs on NetGalley that everyone was racing to get and hopefully be approved for. I thought about it, but then, I don't know, I'm just having a hard time getting through some of the arcs that I have, so I didn't want to pressure myself into rushing to get through this book and then not enjoy it because I was rushing myself. So I figured I will just sit and wait patiently for the release of this book. It's another series, I believe. Carrie Maniscalco wrote the Stalking Jack the Ripper series, which I loved so much. I still haven't read the final book in that series, but you know what, that's okay. High hopes for this. The cover for this book is so stunning. It's just going to be the perfect October read. I don't read spooky books, but I'm gonna have to make an exception for this one. Also on my list is La Flor y la Muerte by Iria Parente and Celine Pascual. This is a November 9th release. Now this is a Spanish novel. The authors are from Spain, so I don't actually know if it's going to release in the US on November 9th. Probably not, but I don't know if I could get it through some other channels because it sounds so good and I need this book. It is a science fiction sapphic retelling of the Hades and Persephone myth. I need this book. I'm so excited. It just sounds like it's going to be interesting and a good old time, and I need it. And come November 9th, I'm going to be looking all over the interwebs for some way to get this book in my hands. Another release that I'm excited for is the Evercruel Kingdom by Rin Chupeco, and this is a November 10th release, and this is the sequel to the Never Tilting World, which I mentioned it in my July favorites video. If you haven't checked it out, I'll link it down in the description box. But I really enjoyed the Never Tilting World. The just elemental aspects and the story aspects sound so interesting, and I don't want to spoil anything in case you haven't read the first book, but in this second book apparently we're traveling into the depths of you know where if you've read the first book. So there's going to be a change of setting, and honestly the way this author describes her settings and just world builds is fantastic. So I just know there are some dark, gruesome, nitty-gritty descriptions waiting for us in the second book, and I am here for it. And the last book I am excited for, which I'm really surprised is a fall release and a kind of late fall release. It is Love and Olives by Jenna Evans Welch, and this is a November 10th release. I guess it's not that late. I don't know why I thought it was released later in November. But anyways, Jenna Evans Welch wrote Love and Gelato and I think Luck and something else. A book set in Ireland. So this author does contemporaries set abroad, and I haven't read the one that's set in Ireland, but I've read Love and Gelato, and I didn't love it just because I'm not a super big fan of like sappy contemporaries, but I enjoyed the travel aspect, like the setting. Love and Gelato took place in Italy, but I could not tell you for sure what city. It might have been Florence, but I could be mistaken. And I loved that aspect. She does a lot of she just talks about a lot of places in Florence or Italy in general. So this book is set in Greece. So Greece is somewhere that I want to visit. I hope I get to visit in the future. So I'm just really excited for the setting aspect, getting to at least read about some of the settings and places in Greece. The synopsis says that it's like a Mamma Mia-esque plot. So that part I'm not so much excited for, but still nonetheless I might give it a try. If my local library gets it, I will probably read it through them. The covers are so cute. I will say that Jenna Evan Welch's covers are so cute. I want the book set in Ireland just because I think the covers are so cute and they would look pretty on my bookshelf. Those are the fall releases that I am excited for. Let me know down in the comments if there are any books on my list that you are also excited for, that you are planning on purchasing and reading or borrowing through your library? Maybe we can do a buddy read for one of these. Thanks so much for watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. My name is Elle. Can you believe it's almost fall? And I'll see you in next time's video.